Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Watson, off play action. Escaping the pressure right. Flushed out right. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down. On 1st and 10, Watson on the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Forced out to... And the Rams with a score. Touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready, 95-56. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Easy, opposite.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the 2nd active leading rusher in the NFL. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
21.
From the 27, Breeze, flush to his right, completes it to the fullback Ham. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The toss play, this is Peterson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Breeze eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dancing to his left. This will be caught by Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st down, Watson. Got a man, it's Brown. Touchdown, LA! Antonio Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Pierre Garçon. His 1st touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs. Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Le'Veon Bell, 78 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze completes it to Fitzgerald. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Single. Tighten up. Kill.
Breeze looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Now Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Such an impressive punt return, 83 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I know the question will come up. If Antonio Brown is maybe the best receiver in the game, why would you risk him on special teams? I think we just saw why.
I was just going to say Exhibit A. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter.
I'm going back to you.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bears' 35-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And shutting him off, now open field. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
Adrian Peterson, touchdown, Chicago. Adrian Peterson, 79 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the counter, here's Bell. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 39. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Antonio Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And a route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's third down. The Bears on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Breeze. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Breeze now on first down. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line. The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Break this is set. 19. 54 miles. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going deep for Brett. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Antonio Brown on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And now it's blocked, but he doesn't get far.
When they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it, because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
And get 2
they
points.
can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
On first down, Breeze. And it's caught here, Amendola. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Breeze now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Amendola's got it, complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Peterson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Throwing on first down is Breeze. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jalen Richard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On second and very short, Watson. Over the middle here to Brown. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now Bell. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
He'll run it. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. Bell. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Badgley's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put 3 on the board, but from that far into enemy territory, probably hoping for more.
Yeah, I think they're going to get together on the sideline and talk about it, right? Because you get that far, that deep, you want to come away with a touchdown. They'll take the 3, but they're going to file it away for the future.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
11.
Breeze now on first down. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And some room to work. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Here's Breeze to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. From the 32 now. Here's first and 10.
Let's go, defense.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw once more on second and 10. Breeze. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Bell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, Jacobs. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. On third down, here's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Fourth down now after a loss of 2. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind.
Drop deep, drop deep.
So here we go on fourth down with Breeze. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
54 Mike. Oh, you got deep? Back. Bang. Line him up.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Badgley able to knock this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, Whitford on fourth turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Breeze now. They'll get 3 out of the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down. The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 40. First down, here's the run with Peterson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for L.A. And even 50 yards on the ground. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd and 10. Breeze, and they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. He'll get 3 up to midfield. From midfield, here's Breeze. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Breeze going to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running is Jacobs. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Off the play fake to Peterson. Here's Breeze to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Peterson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. One final try here for Breeze. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks.